And it is, and some of those diseases like PCOS, type 2 diabetes, it is the main driver of that disease, right? And so as I started to learn that, then Ben and I started to think, well, how can we get this message out to more people? And that's when we came up with a company called InsulinIQ. And it made sense because we really wanted to focus on insulin. And that's one thing that we focus on here at my gym here at Elevate and InsulinIQ is that we don't talk about weight. Weight's not really in any of our topics. We don't care what people weigh. We don't care about how much people lose. Our role is, let's really control carbohydrates. Let's prioritize protein, and let's fill with fats. Well, when I first learned this stuff back in the day, it was, hey, 80% of your diet needs to be from fat. So I had clients eating butter and drinking freaking MCT oil and crap, and they were getting better metabolically, but they weren't losing any weight because they were just eating so much freaking fat. And then Ben, as he got involved, he says, Rich, listen, we've got to increase the protein. They're just not getting enough protein, right? And for the most part, our clients now, for most women, they're around 100 grams, most men about 150 grams. And so we really prioritize protein, and we kind of use fat as that kind of lever. If you feel like you're not being satiated, add more fat. Throw an avocado onto your meal. If you feel really satiated, don't add any more fat to it, right? And so we really kind of prioritize protein now more than we ever have. And they understand through our website that the carbohydrates food isn't the only thing that controls insulin. Cortisol, stress, all that stuff, sleep patterns, exercise, there's lots of things that impact insulin, but obviously food is the most prevalent in that. So we talk about controlling carbohydrates. Number 2 is we talk about intermittent fasting. Now, when we first started this, I didn't know anything about fasting, right? Then I started to listen to Jason Fung. In fact, most of my clients that are really good at intermittent fasting and not so good at controlling carbohydrates have more success than the people that aren't as good with intermittent fasting but have better control of their carbs. The intermittent fasting really is key. Well, I think because they're just simply, going for 18 hours without any response to insulin at all. The body just clears that sugar out when it comes in, and they're just become so fat adapted and so efficient. I encourage my clients to do both. Obviously, I think it's better to do both. But some of my clients just really struggle with really being, tight on their carbohydrates. And again, we don't really push that. They ask me how many grams of carbohydrates they should have a day, and I said, usually it's 25 a day is kind of the standard answer. But we don't track that. So, they're getting obviously most of their carbs from vegetables and stuff. Really warn people about keto movement in like Costco. You can walk into Costco and there's 50 products that say keto on it, and 98% of them are crap. And I tell my clients, listen, this is not probably very good monetary, business that I'm running here, but we want these people to do it on their freaking own, right? We don't want them to ever again go back into some stupid diet, right? Or to look at some stupid supplement online that's going to help them lose weight, or some, multi-level marketing thing that's going to help them lose weight. We just want them to never have to do that again, and to understand, listen, this is my decision, right? Is it going to be hard to control my carbohydrate intake long term? Oh yeah, it is. Is it worth it? Well, yeah.
Edited and summarized, easy to share with loved ones. The description below the title for this video has these summary points.